Hello students, this is Sujatag coming with our channel class 10 ncert ssc Maths with Sujata ji. Welcome students in our channel. See the students new topic, that is a determinant. So what is a determinant? How can we arrange this determinant? So let us see that there are the 4 points, that A, B, C, D, and they are arranged in a vertical line. So it is called a determinant. Okay, determinant are look like this way. So now here A, B, here C, A, B and C, D, this second row. So this way, these A, B, C, D are called as the rows. This is the first row and this one is the second row. That means A, B lie in the first row and C, D lie in the second row. Also such a way. Then in this determinant, there are 2 columns and the columns are included A, C. The points A, C. So here we can write this way. This is the first column and this one B, D is the second columns. Okay. So this is a determinant of 2 by 2 rows and columns. Okay, 2 by 2 determinant. So here degree of this determinant is 2. So because of there are 2 elements in each column and 2 elements in each row, then because degree 2, that means there are the 2 rows are there and 2 columns are there. Now determinant represent a number, and that number which is we can by see the operation doing, that cross multiply AD minus BC. Okay, the determinant represent a number which is AD minus BC, and that AD minus BC is the value of this determinant by crossing each other, AD minus BC. Okay, so now determinant usually are represented with the capital letters as A, B, C, D up to Z, okay, etc. etc. See the example students. Find the values of the following determinants. So first example, n is equal to 5, 3, 7, 9. So here only you have to cross multiply these numbers. 5 multiply 9 minus 3 multiply 7 here. Then 45 minus 21, that is equal to 24. Second example students, n is equal to minus 8, minus 3, 2, 4. So cross multiply here, minus 8 multiply 4, minus of minus 3 multiply 2. So here minus 32 minus of minus 6, that means minus 32 plus 6. So which is equal to minus 26. So now third example, see third example, B is equal to 2 root 3, 9, 2, 3 root 3. So cross multiply of 2 root 3 and 3 root 3. So 2 root 3 multiply 3 root 3 minus 2 multiply 9 here. So here 2 multiply 9, it is very easy students. That is 18, 2 9s are 18. But what about these product? So here 2 3s are 6. Okay, 2 3s are 6 and root 3. So the product of root 3 is 3. So 6 3s are 18. So 18 minus 18, 0. So this way we can find out the value of determinant. Students, there is another method to solve the simultaneous equation, and that method is known as the determinant method. It is also known as the Cramer's rule. So this method was first given by a Swiss mathematician Gabriel Cramer, and so it is also known as the Cramer's method. And how can we solve the simultaneous equation by this method? So there are the few steps. If you carry out these few steps, then you can solve the simultaneous equation. So what are the steps? So first step is write given equation in the form ax plus by is equal to 0. Then second, find the values of determinants d of x and d of y. Okay, and the third step is find the values of x and y. How can we find out the value of x and y? That is a formula. There is a formula for x and y. That is x is equal to d of x upon d and y is equal to dy of d of y upon d. So these are the three steps that you can solve the simultaneous equation by the Cramer's method, as well as you can say that the determinant method. Student, see the example 1. Solve the following simultaneous equations using Cramer's rule. First, 5x plus 3y is equal to 11, 2x plus 4y is equal to minus 10. So these are the given simultaneous equation and we have to solve this simultaneous equation by the Cramer's method, or you can say that by determinant method. So first you write down this equation, call it as this 5x plus 3y is equal to minus 11 as the first equation, 2x plus 4y is equal to minus 10 as the second equation, and the second step is that to find out d of x and the d of y. So let us find out the first d, that means the determinant of this simultaneous equation. So first d, how can we write d? That is a determinant of 5, 3. So 5 is the coefficient of x. This is this column means the position of x, the position of coefficient of x. So coefficient of x is here 5 and the second equation the 2. So 5, 2, and in this second column is the position of the y. So here write down the coefficient of y. That is, in first equation it is 3, in second equation it is 4. So here see 5, 2, 3, 4. So arrange these columns or the coefficient as a column wise. So d is equal to 5, 3, 2, 4 this way. And how can we find out the determinant? You already know that the step how can we find out the determinant, that is a cross multiplication, subtraction of the cross multiplication. So here 5 into 4 minus 2 into 3. So 5 4s are 20 minus 2 3s are 6. So 20 minus 6, that means 40. Okay. Now the next step, that is finding out the d of x. How can we find out the d of x? D of x means the variable x. So we do not write the coefficient of x. In the place of coefficient of x, we write the constant in the given equation. So which are the constant? Here constants are minus 11 for the first equation, minus 10 in the second equation. So minus 11, minus 10. Write in the first column. Okay. And then write the y, coefficient of y as it is. That is 3, 4. So our determinant of x will be minus 11, 3, minus 10, 4. Okay. So now calculate this d of x by our method, that is cross multiplication. Minus 11 into 4 minus of minus 10 into 3. So that way minus 44 minus of minus 30, that means minus 44 plus 30, which is equal to minus 14. Okay, this way we calculate the d of x. Now our next step to find out the d of y. How can we find out the d of y? See here students, the d of y. Y means the variable y. So you hide the variable coefficient of variable y. You hide the coefficient of variable y. So you hide these 3, 4 here. In the determinant C, 3, 4. Instead of 3, 4, you write minus 11, minus 10. So that means 5, 2, minus 11, minus 10. Arrange in a column wise. And then find out the value of d of y by cross multiplication. That is 5 into minus 10 minus of 2 into minus 11. That means minus 50 minus of minus 22. That means minus 50 plus 22, which is equal to minus 28. So now we have value of d of x and d of y. Then we are ready to find out the value of x and y. So formula for x is equal to d of x upon d. That means x is equal to minus 14 upon 14, which is equal to minus 1. Then y is equal to d of y upon d. That means y is equal to minus 28 upon 14. That means y is equal to minus 2. So here xy, which is equal to minus 1 minus 2, is the solution of the given simultaneous equation. So this way we can carry out this process, these methods, Cramer's method. Students, see the activity first. To solve the simultaneous equation by determinant method, fill in the blanks. Y plus 2x minus 19 is equal to 0. 2x minus 3y plus 3 is equal to 0. Then write the given equation in the form ax plus by is equal to 0. C, which is our first step to solve the simultaneous equation. So here let us write the first equation as it is and then convert it into ax plus by is equal to C form. So 2x plus y is equal to 19. Okay, and then the second equation 2x minus 3y plus 3 is equal to 0. Write down as it is and then convert it into the form ax plus by is equal to C. So here 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 3. Okay, so now do the process on these new equations, which is in ax plus by is equal to 0 form. So here first find out the determinant d. So here the blank spaces are there. So you fill up the blank spaces, that is d is equal to. So d is equal to determinant, that is of here in this first column we have to write down the coefficient of x here. So the coefficient of x, that is a 2, 2. Okay. Coefficient of x, that is 2, 2 in the first column, and in the second column coefficient of y, that means here 1 minus 3. So here write down 1 minus 3. Okay. So which is equal to cross multiplication 2 multiplied by minus 3 minus of 2 multiplied by 1. So here 2 multiplied by minus 6 minus 3, that means minus 6 minus of 2. So minus 6 minus 2, that means we get, that is minus 8. Here we can write here also minus 6 minus 2, that means minus 8. Okay. So value of determinant is minus 8. Students, now find out d of x. So how can find out d of x? Hide the coefficient of x here. So in place of x, column wise we write here the constants. So constants are 19 minus 3. So here we write the 19 minus 3. Okay. So see here 19 minus 3. Okay. In the first column, and in the second column write down as it is, that is the coefficient of y 1 minus 3. So the cross multiplication 19 minus 3 minus of minus 3 multiplied 1. So 19 threes are, that means minus 57 minus here minus 3. Okay. So now minus 57 plus 3, which is equal to minus 54. Okay. So the determinant of x is equal to minus 54. D of y here, student, see the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 2, 2. So the in first column write down the coefficient of x, that is a 2, 2, and the coefficient of sorry, the constant. Instead of coefficient of y, write down the constant, that is the 19, and here the minus 3. So here 19 minus 3, so we write here 2, 2 multiplied by minus 3, okay, 2 multiplied by minus 3, then 2 minus 2 multiplied by 19. So here 2 multiplied by minus 3, that is minus 6, minus of 38. So minus 6 minus 38, that means minus 44. Okay, so now we are at this stage. We have the value of d of x, and the value of d of y. So by Cramer's rule, finding out the value of x and y, formula for x is equal to d of x upon d. So now here d of x. So now d of x is the minus 54 and the d. So the d is the minus 8. Okay, here. So simplify it, that minus minus sign get cancelled. So 54 upon 8. By simplifying, we get 2 4s are 8 and 27. So 27 upon 4 is the value of x, and the value of y, that is y is equal to d of y upon d. Now the d of y is the minus 44 and d is minus 8. So simplify here, minus minus sign get cancelled. So 44 upon 8, and then 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are 1, 4 1s are 1. So 11 upon 2. So that means xy is equal to 27 upon 4. 11 upon 2 is the solution of the simultaneous equation. Next activity. Complete the following activity. 3x minus 2y is equal to 3. First equation. 2x plus y is equal to 16 is the second equation. Now find the values of determinants in the given equations. Okay. So the determinant d. So d, first write down that the values x column. The first column, in the first column write down the coefficient of x. So here 3, 2. In the second column write down the coefficient of y, that is minus 2 and 1. Minus 2, 1. So calculate this cross multiplication by cross multiplication. 3 minus of minus 4. So which is equal to 3 plus 4, 7. So the answer is here 7. D is equal to 7. Then d of x, hide the x. Okay, hide the coefficient of x and write down the constant. So here 3, 16, and then minus 2, 1. Okay, calculate by cross multiplication. 3 minus here 16 minus 32. So here 3 plus 32, which is equal to 35. Okay. Then next one, dy is equal to, here hide the y coefficient, that means write down the x coefficient as it is, that is 3, 2. Okay, and here hiding coefficient of y, then write down the constant, then here 3, 16. So here student, 16 3s are, that is 48, and then minus 3 2s are 6. So that means 42. So dy is equal to 42. Now here values according to Cramer's rule. Here x is equal to d of x upon d. That means here we write d of x, that is the 35. So 35 divided by 7. So which is equal to 5. And y is equal to d of y upon d, that is y is equal to, that is d of y is 42 and d is 7. So which is equal to 6. So here we say that x is equal to 5, y is equal to 6 is the solution of the given simultaneous equation. Students, thank you for watching our videos. Achieve your success with us. I sure that you will get 100% success in maths. So watch our videos continuously, regularly. Like our videos, share our videos to your friends.